And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, and prop firm trading, and making money at all three of those things. So without further ado, let's kind of get into it a little bit. We're going to start with the risk disclaimer screen because I live in the United States, and I have to tell you this before we go any further. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration, so don't send me any money. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. Then the CFTC risk disclosure goes like this. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as work for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives. Experience and risk appetite, you could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So don't jump in with both feet and put up your life savings into Forex with a buy and hold strategy, or you will not have any money left. So there's that. So let's get into this and let's see what happened yesterday. First, we have the DXY. There we are. There's the DXY. This is the dollar index. It has kind of a I have kind of a love-hate relationship with it. I don't consider it. It's a mixture of five different currencies, so it's not a direct comparison of what the dollar is actually doing, but it does give a fair idea of what it's doing in the currency markets. So here we are with the and we don't need to look at the currency strength meter today because the markets are closed at Saturday. So we have it coming off this low right here at 98.14, which is well above this 97.34 that I drew a long time ago. That's the basic low back when. Go back to the monthly. Well, there's this area right here is what I was highlighting to see if it would ever go back down to there. So far it has not. 2018 was kind of a glum year. 2021 was kind of a weird year for the dollar too. But that's where that's going right now. Let's go back to 4 and make it bigger again so we can see it. So we got a little bit of a bounce there. So we're looking at possibly some dollar strength going into the week, about the 61.8 level. So very well, it could reverse too. So who knows? We'll just see what happens after that. The euro versus dollar. This is the trade that I actually got into yesterday. That I sold it right about here. Which would have been a good trade, except I set my stop loss too shallow. At 10 pips, I put in the crossover. I put in the break-even stop loss, and then it retraced 10 pips. So we're not going to do that. We're going to wait till about 50 pips now. It's going to be the current strategy again before I start putting in stop losses. This is actually still a good trade. It looks like it's got legs on it, like it could go further. Right now it's sitting right at the middle of the Bollinger Bands and an RSI of, an RSI of 61. That's kind of high. RSI of 50.85 and a 14 moving average of 61 on the moving average. So we could see starting to get a little crossover right there. So that could be an indication that this is going to run a little bit more. We'll see. Bollinger Bands are closing, which means that their volume is slowing down. So we might, who knows? We'll see what happens on Sunday when tomorrow when the markets open up tomorrow night and into Monday. Dollar versus the yen, the exact opposite. This is looking like it's going to bounce some based on dollar strength. So we'll again see what happens on that. We've got long-term support right here at 150. 150.89. I don't know where I came up with that idea, but I will keep you posted on that. I think it was from James, I think James gave me that idea. But at any rate, that's a pretty solid idea. So we should see this pull up over 150.98, 151, and then go from there. Right now it looks like it's going to be dropping a little bit more. And we also have the macro event of a likely Japanese rate cut on October the 29th. It's not. I don't think it's priced in yet. So we'll see how that goes. We should start seeing the carry trade unwind a little bit more, which means that the U.S. dollar yen will be coming down a lot more, to probably down here or less. Pound versus the dollar. Again, this one's jumpy and kind of goes all over the place. But look at these long bars, the long wicks on these bars. It's kind of hard to trade. So I tried not to trade it as often because it's so jumpy, because you really can't get a good direction on what's going to happen with it. But they're very good at what they do, the British. So I don't remember if this is support or resistance. I think this is support. I don't know how to do this line here. Let's find out. Let's go out to the weekly chart and see if I can figure it out. Okay, it is the top from here, September the 24th high. So I guess I could text and put in what is going on there. September high. Okay, so now I know what I'm looking at. So let's go back to the 4 hour. Click on it again, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, good. So now we've got the September 24 high right there. It's been dancing all over that. So we could see a good higher bounce off of that. Could see it coming down a little bit more. Right now it's right in the middle. It's an RSI at 56. Again, that's right in the middle. Looks like it might be, I mean, I can't tell you what's going to happen. No one can. No one can tell you what the future's going to be. The British, something weird could happen in Britain overnight over the weekend, and the pound could collapse, or better, go to the moon. Nothing goes to the moon in Forex, by the way. It ranges. Everything ranges. Pound versus the yen. Again, need to put some levels on. Figure out why that line is there. Because I haven't gotten that far with the James or the Michael Boutros. So this is a high from December 2024. I'll write that one in there. But I don't know why it's. Oh, why not? Why not there? This one. Is that a line? Okay. Text, no text, coordinates. 202.12. Not sure why that's there. Oh well. Maybe the close for October 13th high, maybe. Got a daily, maybe we can get a better idea. Maybe that's a new support level. New strong support level. That's what it looks like. You gotta look at that candle. Look at that doji right there on the daily chart. That's beautiful. Beautiful doji on the daily chart, looking like this is going to take off some more to the top side. That's a very interesting candle formation. Is that a hammer, evening star, or something like that? But at any rate, that is telltale. That is a reversal candle. So we should see this coming back off of the 202 line and heading north on the pound yen. Again, you're going to want to keep about a 200 pip stop loss on that. And if you got the money to handle that trade, then by all means give it a shot. I'm probably going to give it a shot. Probably going to come in right about the 202.34 level on the bullish side. That still may be too close. Maybe 202.86. See if we can get a run to the top. Now, what's really going to freak everybody out is if the Japanese do not raise rates, because it's a likelihood but not a certainty. Okay, dollar versus the CAD. Staying within trend lines. Again, this is on the daily chart. This trade makes sense. You get on the 4 hour chart and you can't tell what's going on. So I think I like this trade going forward on the daily trade. But again, dollar strength should be taking that further to the north, so we'll see what happens with that. CAD yen, got a little bounce in oil yesterday, so we're going to get a little bounce in the CAD versus the yen. Again, Canada's a big export country, Japan's a big import country, so this reflects has a lot to do with the oil trade. And oil is coming down a lot, which means demand is decreasing, which means global production should also be decreasing. Notice I said global production decreasing. That's not good, especially when you've got $4,200 gold. That's screaming a warning. Aussie versus the dollar. Again, on the daily chart, looks like it's kind of coming down a little bit. Kind of broke support there really big time right there. So we'll redraw our support trend lines tomorrow when we do that and start gearing up for that. I'm starting to understand this indicator a little bit more, the RSI and the RSI moving average. I'm beginning to like this. Let's see. Moving average is moving down, so the Aussie versus the yen. I expect it's going to break the support level at some point. That is a very strong downward trend line right there. Gold, what can you say? Big pullback yesterday, but it was not a bearish engulfing candle, so we got more to this. It's coming down to the 25% level on that pitchfork. So we got more going on. Gold is going to continue, probably going to continue its run tomorrow. Silver, big pullback in silver yesterday. Lots of profit taking. Now that is a bearish engulfing candle. We could see further downside to silver, which would make sense because central banks are not buying silver. People are. Gold, people like me are. I love silver, cannot get enough silver. Want to buy more. But then I'm also a collector. I'm also a coin collector. So this is what this is a investment grade American Eagle. And I also collect coins. So there's that. And with that, that's about all I've got today. So, well, if you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button and like it. If you want to know when more of these videos are going to come out, then subscribe and you'll get notified. And after that, if you've got any comments, by all means, let me know how you like or dislike this channel, and I will respond appropriately. In the meantime, you guys have a great one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.